Hello and welcome to this new channel. A channel for news, and where you can find information about the ancient world of Old Europe. So let's get started. When we say Old Europe, we mean really old, with its beginning in 7000 BC. Golden Age between 5000 to 3500 BC. And after that, it slowly went into decline. The location of Old Europe were primarily in the Balkan Peninsula. But the connected cultures were also in Ukraine in the east, and as far north as Germany and Poland. Archaeology changes the horizons of history, brings more and more new knowledge about ancient people. The history we knew, that ancient Sumerians and Egyptians were the first in the world to create civilization, seems to be a hasty assumption. If the European archaeologist, who rediscovered the great civilization of the Middle East and Egypt, only had digged in their own continent, they would have found that the Balkan Peninsula had a grand civilization before the Middle East and Egypt. We have been taught for the last century that Europe were a backwater continent, compared to the Middle East. But discoveries made in the last couple of decades proves this as incorrect. We now know that southeastern Europe were a place where great culture and civilization flourished between 5000 to 3500 BC. Some of the innovations Old Europe were the first to develop in the world was the first to smelt copper at high temperature before 5000 BC. 500 years before the Middle East. Large copper mines extracted so much material that large-scale copper smelting were possible, and were used to create copper tools, such as hammers, axes, needles and hooks. The oldest gold objects, smelted to necklaces, bracelets, breastplates and scepters, were produced in Bulgaria, in 4500 BC. And even when it comes to production of tin bronze, Old Europe were frontrunners. New discoveries made in Serbia and Bulgaria has shown that the ancient Europeans smelted tin and copper to create tin bronze. This occurred in 4650 BC and lasted for circa 500 years, before production halted. A Serbian English research team has recently concluded that the tin bronze created was an attempt the ancient Europeans made for their metal to look like gold. Apparently they liked the result since the production lasted for 500 years. So, when the rest of the world still was in the Stone Age, Old Europe were already in the Copper Age, and used tin bronze and smelted gold, long before anyone other people on the planet. This channel will inform you of the many things that made Old Europe the first truly high culture in the world. We will explore the vast settlements, long-distance trade, and the monumental architecture, and much more, in the coming episodes of New History. If you liked this episode, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And see you soon, I hope.